Hello everyone, Digfig here, welcome back to some more The Outer Worlds Peril on Gorgon. We left off in this atrocious lab where they were testing on humans and everything. Do all the usual stuff, like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell notification, check out my Discord, and check out my Twitch. Let's get into this here. Messages, incoming, outgoing, archived. Oh my Lanta. So many messages! Okay. Subject, Riri concerns. This isn't about a few volunteers merely. Most of the test group SC-22A is already gone. Subject 17 is non-verbal, but we've had some luck using small amounts of compound to coax him into the testing rooms. To be honest, some of the staff are starting to worry me too. It's not just that the ghoul in disposal either. Weaver's convinced that the compound's getting into the ventilation system somehow. I've caught her scrubbing her hands raw at the washing stations. I've tried reciting our safety protocols to her, but it hasn't seemed to help. I'm starting to think she might not be wrong. She's not. Testing reports. Morley. Pick out 2 of the deceased test subjects and whip up condolence letters, something Sir-Keen and Noble. Feel free to invent next of kin if there are none on record. Use the cheap paper. Leave the letters on my desk. I'll dispose of them shortly. What? Turn to messages, outgoing messages, to all personnel. Termination notice. This notice is to inform all HIA staff that testing associates Angus Reen is no longer a Spacer Choice Pharmaceuticals employee, effective immediately. As valued members of Spacer Choice's family, I trust that you will all pull together to shoulder Mr. Reen's responsibilities in his place. Okay. Cool. Outgoing messages. Incident report. Dr. Blakesheep. The missing test subject has been found and apprehended. Apparently he got into the testing department, where he remained, I'm afraid nobody noticed, for several hours. Hennessy had him doing paperwork. I think it's clear at this point that subject SC-44B12 didn't get out on his own. As far as we can tell, he didn't have much of an escape plan. The door was simply unlocked for a short period of time during the night. In the meantime, I've made it clear to the security forces that no further breaches will be tolerated. Okay, return to root, messages, archived messages, delete this. Clarence, the latest results are in, and as you hoped, you'll find that the violence cases now account for a smaller overall percentage of the testing pool. I expect that will change in about 2 or 3 weeks, so you'd better get that report out to Goodfellow in a hurry. Damn it, they're just hiding everything. In the meantime, dosing all of the test subjects means that HIA is now in the business of generating aggressive psychotics. Yeah, it is. So if you could take 2 minutes out of your fundamentally pointless existence to somehow make it clear to Mr. Goodfellow that I need to update on those resources I requested, as well as the matter of additional security, increased oversight at Chem, or any kind of explanation for what the So she's getting pressure from here, and they're all getting pressure there, and he's pressuring the other person, and it's all just a giant shit show. Subject, read me, Morley. If you receive any communications from Dr. Ambrose, ignore them. Also notify me at once. And don't piss yourself worrying if it won't come up on your assessments. Okay. Read at once. No word from OCI. We'll keep going as we are. Say something to the staff. Break out that list of prepared statements I gave you. I suggest number 4. Remember to smile. I'm heading down to oversee today's testing personally. Make sure I am not disturbed. Again, I'll repeat it. This whole place is so fucked up. But we already knew that, because that's all you can say about this whole damn game. Admin functions. Override census factor sensory lockdown. Send override authorization from Blake's terminal. Return to admin functions. Status. Lockdown is over with Britain. Return to this. Hack deleted messages. Return to messages. Incoming messages. Okay. This is just like a read a book channel now. Two black sheep. Remember share. Moron. Marin? It's probably not Moron, it's Marin. It's been 3 weeks. Where the fuck are the reports from HIA? Deliver them to me by the end of the day or deliver me your letter of resignation. I'm done asking. In the future, you will send me bi-weekly reports of HIA status. These reports will include an inventory of test subjects, which versions of the Gorgon compound they have been administered, how frequently those administrations have occurred, who has been administering them. To these reports, you will append a mortality record. This record will include an accounting of the burn down rate of your current stock of volunteers, the compound implies ampules, in addition to a thorough analysis of their injuries. I want to see charts, big fucking charts, and lots of precious little numbers. And before you ask, bi-weekly means twice a week. Don't pretend you don't know what I mean. And brush it down. Marin. Personalize and forward the following note to the families of deceased volunteers. Take carbon copies and send those on to Lucian at the usual address. Make certain he gets every single one, Olvi. Dear name, it is with regret that I write to inform you of the sudden death of your relation name. They died peacefully attended by their fellows. Please accept our sympathies in this difficult time, though it may offer you little comfort knowing that your relation died in service to a better, more productive Halcyon. In accordance with the agreement, blank, our name, has signed with Tartarus Corrections, a division of United Defense Logistics. Their term of incarceration is now considered complete. Yeah, I freaking hope so. Return to messages, outgoing messages, good fellow. Oh, it's literally a book! So I've seen in the reviews, and in other notes around, not even reviews, I've just seen little snippets of people talking about this game. And people said there was too much writing. Oh, too much reading in this one. And to be honest, it kind of is. The combat's good, but they could do more of this through dialogue. Or something. Good fellow. Yes, many of the subjects still exhibit increased energy levels and compliance. The same euphoric response, but the inevitably crash testing clearly suggests that Chem's Compound X has extremely and irreversible effects when administered repeatedly over a long period of time. Several volunteers in the old SCO2 group are barely verbal. When they do speak, it's to beg for more of the compound. I'm finding it hard to shine that up for you, Lawrence. So good you'll beg for more? Question mark. Don't you dare use that. If we could dilute the compound or even ease out the schedule, we could mitigate some of the addictive effects. Weaning some of the earlier test subjects off the compound might buy us time until Chem refines the formula. I need time, Lawrence. Well, you don't get time. Early, I need you to compile some of the test results from the past month. Pull a subset from the reports you forwarded to OCI if you like, so long as there are charts. Make sure the worst of the mortality reports are up front, will you? Oof. Testing group SC82. Okay. At the behest of the Office of Creating Incubation, we are applying varied amounts of unknown solutions to test subjects that are already mid-treatment. What organizational scheme do you imagine would miraculously restore scientific rigor to the process? Stick to the current system. Testing reports. Morley, pick out 2 of the deceased test subjects and whip up condolence letters. Yeah, cheap paper. Okay, we've already heard that one. Turn to root, messages, archived. I'm leaving this message to inform you of my resignation from the position of testing supervisor at Spacer's Choice Pharmaceuticals, effective immediately. I won't be returning to headquarters, and I wouldn't bother chasing that tracking signal unless you want to give the boys and girls at Human Resources some exercise. I'll warn you once. Don't try and find me. Huh. Deleted messages. Or cancel all the letters. If you've been hand-delivered, send someone to retrieve them sincerely. Secretly, Trump's sentiment. What? Don't ever let me do anything so indulgent again. Test subject status. I see now why you held back your reports. Strangulation, attempted dismemberment, blunt force trauma to the head with a bedpan. It's not just the volunteer deaths are up, but the ways in which we're dying are appalling. This is inconsolable. An unmitigated disaster. Cease administration of the compound immediately. I'll take this to your liaison. Surely when I show him these results, he'll understand that we can't take this product to market as it surely stands. Well, that didn't fucking work out for you because they did it anyways. Testing group SC-84. The latest results are in. As you so hoped, you'll find that the violent cases now account for a smaller overall percentage. I accept the change. I expect that all will change on 2 minutes, so you better get your report up fast. In the meantime, dosing all of the test subjects means that HIA is now in the business. Yeah, we already saw that one.
I fear that I will become numb to these incessant horrors.
Yeah, it's inexcusable.
And for the basest of reasons.
They knew, Captain. Spacer's Choice knew all along what Adrenatime did, and they sold it anyway.
Yeah.
Someone's gotta do something about this. Gotta hold folks to account. Maybe it should be us.
I hope this journal holds what many suspects it does, but I'm starting to have doubts that it will exonerate her mother.
Yeah, I don't think it will either. Let's get back to front of the journal. She better be paying a lot for this. The only way to find out where this leads. Come on. Just getting more and more janked. There isn't up there. There's also this unopened door here. There's this unopened door as well, but this is a 150 hack? That's a first. I want in! That's angry. But you split between hacking and lockpicking. We end up here.
Here? I ain't ever gonna shake this.
Oh, you will. Well, you might not, but hopefully you do. Hopefully you don't end up just like a traumatic... We just came up from there. Oh, this is a new place, which means a new terminal. HIV visitation protocols. Okay. HIV visitation protocols. The Human Auditing and Acquiring Facility is a dedicated research facility and houses a considerable quantity of hazardous materials, machinery, and personnel. As such, no external visitors are to be permitted at any time, absent express written permission from the HIA testing supervisor, Dr. Minnie Ambrose. If you suspect a visitor does not have the appropriate credentials, please observe the following procedures. 1. Stay calm. 2. Notify nearby security personnel of your suspicions. Excuse me, I burped twice there. Wait for the security personnel and/or equipment to finish disposing of the visitor, lols. Complete an incident report per official guidelines. Remember to use Spacer Choice approved formatting and language. At no point should you leave your workstation unattended. Leaving your workstation unattended can be considered a severe security breach and may result in a fine and/or summary termination of your employment with Spacer's Choice. Your supervisor has posted the following amendums. Right, that's the official shit. If we do get visitors, inform me at once if they're here from other departments. If Dr. Marisha, don't get in her way, but log her every move. If Clarence, mostly keep him at reception. I'll come down in person to see this log given miracle for myself. If Jasper Lowe or anyone else from Chem turns up, let them stew at reception. I'll send a system relay down eventually. Oof. Hard knock life. HIA is in lockdown until further notice. Do not let anyone into the facility until the escaped volunteers are located. I'm going to check volunteer induction for any signs of our fugitives. If you receive any keycard access notifications in the next 20 minutes, ignore them. Okay. Will do. Back to the outside. Such a just horrifically fucked up. I just don't know. There's not even... Oh, hey, this puts us out here. What's up, Sprats? Sprats aren't bad. Sprats are good. Compared to everything else in this freaking world. Box hasn't replenished yet. Should be out that way is the next way we go. And I want to do... another lap, I think, in Sprat Shack. I think we technically have all that guy's journals to turn in too, right? Go talk to the person.
This unit is a friend.
How are you friendly? I don't know what's better, the terminal or... Hey dude, what's going on? Going down. Whoops, wrong button. Just want to holster the weapon. We don't need it out here. It's friendly in here. For the most part-ish. You ready to save all this shit? Oof,
You're not gonna believe
this,
this, but Leonora paid her tab and told me she won't be coming back. I'll miss her, but she deserves a classier joint anyway. I don't know what you told her, but whatever it was, I'm guessing she needed to hear it. Have a round on me.
Third one. Thank you.
Yep.
That's all the shit to talk about, though.
Freddy's a blathering idiot, but he's my blathering idiot.
Yeah, you two lovebirds can keep it to yourselves and all those shenanigans. Did you leave anything for me? No. Should be this guy over here. Guess I will walk around.
Hey, there you are. Been wondering how you were doing. Did you manage to find those recordings?
Can I ask you something?
Sure,
What's the deal with Lucky Montana?
nice enough guy. Fashioned himself one of those professional gumshoes, like in the serials. They usually work for the board, rooting out dissidents and the like. Lucky, though, he was freelance. Worked for anyone who paid, no matter their allegiance. You ask me, I think the guy just likes snooping around in folks' terminal messages.
Yeah, it seems to be what I've been doing here most of the time. Lex sent me his arm in the mail. Did she tell you that? What was Gorgon like in its heyday? What were they talking about?
Adrenatime. I'm sure you know it. Was a drug, something to make folks work harder, work smarter. Had a lot of nasty side effects. Didn't seem so bad to me at the time, but then I hadn't met the test subjects yet. The whole thing was real hush-hush. A lot of worry about corporate spies, especially from Anti-Cleos. I probably shouldn't even be mentioning it to you, to be honest. Spacer's Choice, they're really not fond of spies.
So we noticed. What do you know about the senior researchers?
Not much, except that there was a whole gaggle of them, and so far as I could tell, they absolutely hated each other. Dr. Ambrose would hardly let me speak to any of them, but she complained about him all the time.
Why everything went so shitty.
Everything seemed like. Marion Blakesley, for example, lady who ran HIA, wouldn't return any of her messages. Not once, for years. Jasper Lowe, guy who headed up Chem, was high more than he was sober. He insisted on running special tests on primals, too. Law knows what for.
Anyone else?
Dr. Ambrose really had it out for this guy Lawrence Goodfellow. Ran OCI. Would lose his shit if he saw red on a schedule. By the end, I heard folks were turning in completely bunk progress reports just to keep him out of their hair. Had this little minion, too. An actuary named Clarence Mosley. obsessed with quantifying every detail of his sad little life. Mostly was the guy who got me mixed up in all this. Asshole. I hope a primal ate him.
One thing you wish. So there was tension between the researchers.
Oh yeah, it wasn't just that Dr. Ambrose hated them. They seemed to hate each other too. OCI pushed a ludicrous schedule. Chem made a bad product, and HIA returned garbage results. A regular merry-go-round of shit flying in every direction. It's no surprise it all fell apart.
The surprise is that it didn't happen sooner.
I know you're half jesting, mister, but it's even worse than you say.
My editor said my prose was too purple, and here I could have gone vermilion.
What was Gorgon like in its heyday?
Frenetic, chaotic, vicious, take your pick. I wasn't here at the start, but going off what folks told me about the early days, Gorgon started out with promise. The board's best and brightest were excited to work here, said it was a good posting. The project director had a vision and big, bold ideas.
And then?
Nothing good lasts long in Halcyon.
It's true.
Thing is, the schedules coming out of the corporate office were unrealistic from the get-go, and they were trying to do the project on a shoestring budget. Couple that with the obvious personnel problems and toxic junk in the product, it was only a matter of time before it all went to hell.
Was that when the marauders appeared?
Could have been, yeah. Marauders didn't just fall out of the sky one day. They were made here on Gorgon. How, though? That's the question. Sprat Shack legend has it they crawled out of the mines one day. Heard one fella suggest they might even be aliens.
What do you think?
I think Halcyon wants us dead. Look at Monarch. The planet's pure poison. Folks can't eat the food that grows on Terra 2 without getting sick. Who's to say it's not something in the dirt or the water? I don't have proof, mind. It's just a hunch.
This game likes to do that big picture thing of something is just trying to kill humanity. Gorgon's ruined now.
Shit, any number of things. Fire, primals, sabotage. It didn't happen all at once, but it happened fast enough folks couldn't respond in time. Now, if you're asking how it all kicked off, might have been spies that did it. Corporate espionage, you know. Anti-Cleos. I never did figure it out. Not about to try now.
Never
Not a
mind.
problem. Anything else?
Give him the holographs.
Well, I'll be damned. Now I can finally get off this rock and go home. I know it's not much, but take the last of my bits. You've earned every single one, friend.
Wall of swords. Why don't you go through your pockets again and see what you find? Look at there. Did you know George was interviewing Olivia Rose on her own? Now that's over with, I'll be leaving. We'll go number 3.
She couldn't have been. We were together all the time. Except, oh shit, my weekly calls with headquarters. What could she even want to ask Olivia Ambrose about? Doesn't make sense.
Projection details, ratios, measurement, gradients, and that kind of thing.
Good fucking law. Headquarters would kill me if they knew. Right after they killed her.
She's the
Hell.
spy.
Being stuck here might have been the only thing keeping me alive.
There was something going on between you and Georgie?
No, I mean, I don't know. Sometimes it seemed like there could be, when we were servicing the phonographs, or sharing a beer, but who'd be interested in some forgotten old bastard like me?
I can see the peer. Unbelievable, you were her boss. It takes all kinds. Good question.
Fair enough. Cheers to not giving a shit about my love life. Any other horrible truths you want to reveal to me? Or can I get back to my drinking?
Nope, don't have any more details.
Listen, I appreciate you telling me what happened with those recordings, but I need some time to think. Got a lot to process.
Okay, you do that, buddy.
I'll just... Yeah. See you around.
See you, buddy. And on that note, everyone, we are done with this episode. He, busted a drink out of his asshole. Now he's just chugging it. You gonna put it back? Nope, you can hold on to that one. Good, more power to you, buddy. Other way, do all the YouTube stuff. Like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell notification. Check out my Discord in the description below. Check out my Twitch stream. I'm actually doing all these live. You can come say hi. I'll see you all in the next episode. Dig Big out. Click on these things. They take you to wonderful, knowledgeable, extremely awesome things. Then you should watch all those things all the way through. Dude, you need to slow down with that drink. Unless it's like water or soda. Do whatever you want, bro.